You're on.
You gotta say action.
Action. Oh, you just
It's
can't
hard.
train him anymore.
You better be nice. She came up to rescue
That's
us
right,
today.
she did.
Absolutely.
Exactly. Yep. So Elaine is here with us today, and
Hello, everybody.
welcome. I'm on my leash again. You guys will all be happy to see that they've got me leashed up one more time.
At least for about 5 minutes a day.
Yeah, that's for sure. So it's Thursday, so I can't believe it's already Thursday. It actually feels like Monday because I got my Monday outfit on, but we started taking Mondays off, so now it's my Thursday outfit.
Good job.
So that works.
You're
Blue
scaring
looks
me.
But blue looks really good on you.
Oh, well, thank you. That's nice. So, yeah.
You're getting lost.
We're going to embroider your
It's a-
days of the week on your shirts.
What will Wednesday say?
Yeah, it's right, Jake. That's for sure. Exactly.
We all know what he's going to wear on Wednesdays.
So, well, welcome. We've got another fun-filled project for you today. We're really excited. We went back to our roots, is what
It's
I put in there.
Kimberbell.
It is Kimberbell, and it's actually an old school Kimberbell a little bit, isn't it?
It was
Or how
last
long
year.
ago? Last year,
but we've
okay.
had a lot of requests about it, so.
And this is super cute for Halloween too, by the way. So you guys are going to like this.
What kind
We're-
of cute is it?
Super cute,
All
super
right.
duper cute. That's
Super
right.
duper.
We have any announcements?
I do have a couple of announcements. We are going to start mystery number 9 tomorrow.
Okay.
So when I say start, we're going to be doing the supplies and the cutting directions. Okay. So if you haven't got your mystery number 9 kit, go ahead and let us know that you still want one.
That's adorable. You guys
like
see
that?
the little person? Did they see this?
Well, if they picked up a kit, they did.
Isn't it cute?
And I actually put
Mystery.
and I
That's
actually
right,
put the
it's
wrong
got a
price
little-
on there. I think it's $34.99.
Uh-oh.
Female
Okay.
Sherlock on there. That's good.
And here's a little teaser for you. So it is a full mystery, and we do have some really cute pre-cut appliques for you on this one. Okay.
Gorgeous colors.
So
That's right.
very
Elaine, you made all
pretty.
these kits, didn't you?
did.
Yeah,
Elaine
that's
did
right.
make these kits
And
this
my
time.
staff.
That's good.
Centennial.
That's right.
Gotta give them some kudos.
That was a lot of kits.
It is a lot of kids.
That's good.
So if you're still wanting a mystery kit, it's not too late. We are going to start that tomorrow.
Perfect.
Okay, and then we have a winner from yesterday. And we are going to go ahead and get this really cute book. It is a Easy Quilt Projects, and it's actually got a ton of projects in here.
Lots and lots of projects.
So
Yeah.
this is going to keep somebody really, really busy.
Who is that person?
That person is Harriet McNeil.
Yay,
So,
Harriet.
Congratulations, Harriet.
Yep.
Hopefully Harriet is watching.
She will. We'll have that. I think she comes up to the Thornton store here, doesn't she? So
She
yes,
does.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, Harriet,
Well,
we'll have it here.
Val's her private courier service.
That's true. That's a good point.
Personal shopping.
That's
Yes.
for
That's
sure.
what we're about.
Exactly. You want to show them what we're doing today?
Sure.
Okay.
Michelle, do you want to go get Steve?
I tried to when he went outside.
Oh, okay.
He's helping
He
me test it
ran.
outside.
So can I tell my joke then?
Do you have to go get your computer?
Uh huh.
I'll go get your computer.
Well, that's okay. You can hold this. I'll go get it. It's a really funny joke.
I don't do very well on a leash.
How is the sound today, ladies? Do you like the microphone today? Is it working well?
You got it?
I do. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Here's the joke. You ready?
I think they can hear you.
Can you guys hear me? They can hear me. Good. All right. So why did I get divorced? Well, last week it was my birthday. My wife didn't wish me happy birthday. My parents forgot, and so did my kids. I went to work, and even my colleagues didn't wish me a happy birthday. As I entered my office, my secretary said, "Happy birthday, boss." I felt so special. She asked me out for lunch. After lunch, she invited me to her apartment. We went there, and she said, "Do you mind if I go to my bedroom for a minute?" "Okay," I said. She came out 5 minutes later with the birthday cake, my wife, my parents, my kids, my friends, and all my colleagues, all yelling surprise, while I was waiting on the sofa, naked.
Wow.
That's funny.
That's a little much.
That's much?
It's a little much.
It wasn't dirty. It was just sort of a good story, you know?
You're getting laughs and
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the only thing we can do.
Terry wants you.
So,
Yeah.
Steve does have a clean joke for us, okay?
That was not a dirty joke.
I missed it.
That's okay.
It wasn't a clean joke. It wasn't dirty, but it wasn't clean.
Okay, come share your joke.
Okay. Did you guys hear Lady Gaga's taking sewing lessons? Well, apparently she's been having some problems with her sewing machine. It only goes in reverse. Turns out it's a backup singer.
That was very funny.
Oh.
Good.
Okay.
All right. My turn?
Yep.
All right.
Ready?
Hi, everybody. I got the
To be behind the camera than in
I
front
know
of the
it is.
camera.
Yeah.
I love being behind the camera. Okay, so we are going to do a last year Kimberbell came out with a whole series of bench buddy pillows, and they are mini pillows, and each month they came out with a square pillow and
Isn't it cute?
a
Or whatever that is, a cute.
rectangle pillow. So for each month there was 2 pillows, and then they split the design pack into 3 different segments. So there was a January through April, May through August, September through December. We're working on the through December one, and the 2 for October is the witch's hat cauldron. We are going to be doing the hat today. However, we have made kits for both of the October ones. We had a lot of you start to request for the bench buddy pillows, and so in November we will be doing the 2 November pillows, and then in December we will do the 2 Christmas pillows. So for the next 3 months we will be doing a bench buddy pillow class in live once a month.
Oh, good.
Okay, so we do have the kits. So what you need to tell us is if you want a rectangle kit or a square kit.
Uh-oh. They said the sound is bad. So much better with the speaker. Mic not working well. You are breaking up.
Do you want to take it out?
Yeah. Now are we better? Are we better without the mic, everybody? Sorry about that. We're trying to figure out. Everybody's saying what's going on with the sound. So
Let's remove this because we're going to be close together, run away, right?
yep.
Do you need
It's
help?
attached to you.
It's hard to get out of that leash, isn't it?
Okay, so we do have 2 kits. So there is a rectangle kit and a square kit. They're both the same price at $10.99. If you buy the rectangle kit, I do need to let you know that the tassel trim is not included. Okay, so that is an option for you to add the tassel trim. And the tassel trims come in a little package. So if you do want the tassel trim, let us know that you do want the tassel trim also.
Yay.
Let's go get started.
Okay, that sounds good. I like the trim around that. That's cute. All right, we all good, everybody? Okay, we even have a chair over here waiting for me. Woohoo. Uh-oh. Oh, you got everything set up right? I was playing with the machine today and I forgot to change it back over.
I noticed. I got everything ready, and then an hour later I look and it's not ready anymore.
No. By the way, did you tell them that these designs aren't going to be on the website, right?
I haven't, well, I mean, I told them that it's on a CD.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
So
Okay.
these designs are a design pack from Kimberbell. So this is not something that we are able to just gift you the design. The design pack does need to be purchased. It is $39.99. and you get 8 different designs in there. So it will take you through from September through December on the Bench Buddy pillows.
Yeah, so before you guys, again, if that changes, we're selling a lot of kits. I just want to make sure they knew that.
Okay,
So,
okay.
And the pillow insert is sold separately also, Darla, yes. So, okay.
Let's get started.
They're really super cute though, so.
So the first thing we're going to do is go home. You got this if I go home?
That's right, go home.
So we're going to go home. We're going to go to embroidery. I have my design loaded onto a USB stick. So I'm going to go and find my design in my USB. It is under the pocket that says October. And then you choose whether you want the rectangle or the square. We're doing the rectangle in class today. And then you have a choice, depending on the size of the hoop you have available, whether you need the double hoop or the single hoop design. We are able to do ours in the single hoop design. So we're going to choose the single hoop. And there is the design. We're going to select it. And you do need a 10 by 6 hoop for the single design. So if you have a machine that does less than a 10 by 6, you can still do this design. It is broken into 2 components for you.
So you could do a 5 by 7 hoop on that then, is that right?
Correct, and you have to do it twice.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so the design pack itself is $39.95. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Notice how I...
They can't hear Kate. Or Bella called and said they can hear you, but not Kate.
Okay. So we're doing okay on sound, right, ladies? I haven't had too many of you drop off, so hopefully everything is good there.
Are they good?
Everybody says they are, so
Okay.
yeah.
So I do want to go through the kit with you for the rectangle pillow. So the rectangle pillow, you have a larger piece of fabric that we're going to talk about how I've prepared this fabric in just a moment. But this basically is a 7.5 by 11.5. Then you have 2 pieces for your back, which are 6.5 by 9.5 and a 3.5 by 6 inch. So these are the 2 pieces that will be for your pillow back. Then you have your orange fabric, which is going to go underneath the black polka dot glitter fabric.
Ooh.
And that's going to be one of the first things we actually do here.
Ooh.
So Kimberbell, you all know, have those glitter sheets, but they also have a polka dot glitter sheet. And the nice thing about the polka dot glitter sheet is whatever color fabric you put behind it, it becomes black and orange. Can they see that okay?
They can see it great.
Okay. It might be black and yellow, black and pink. So it's
pretty amazing when you put pink fabric back there, huh?
yeah. So I just wanted to show you that it will take on whatever color is your base fabric. So the first thing we're going to do, well, let's finish going through your kit first. So you have the polka dot fabric, the polka dot glitter. You have your hat band, which is a little stripe piece of fabric. You then have a little piece of organza glitter, which is a Kimberbell product also. And then you also have one little lonely orange button.
And how much are the kits again? We had a lot of
$10.99.
$10.99 for the kits, ladies. And again, you do have to buy the CD this time. We don't have a design to give you. So just because it is a licensed product that we're doing this time. But at least you can use the techniques because they're really, really cool.
Okay, so the first thing we're going to do here,
We're out of water.
Elaine, are you able to get me some water, please? Thank you. The first thing we're going to do is to peel back.
Hold on. Don't peel yet.
I'm
There we
trying.
go.
I'm not peeling very fast in a way. We're going to peel back the plastic protective piece. So we peel this back, and it then reveals the real glittery side
And this
of that.
glitter is super cool, ladies
Isn't it pretty?
and gentlemen, if we're watching out there.
So what we're going to do is we are going to, the reverse side of the glitter is actually fusible. So we're actually going to fuse this to the right side of the orange fabric. So we're actually going to fuse it down, just like this.
And yeah, Renee, we'll go over the kits again here in just a little bit.
And I will, once the machine gets started, we will go over both kits so you can see exactly what's in the second kit also.
Okay. And yeah, Deanna, we'll show all that to you here in a second too.
What was that?
The CD and stuff.
Okay.
What we're doing.
So we've got the glitter fabric. It's glitter up, fusible down to the right side of your orange fabric. You are going to use a press cloth and we are going to fuse this in place. And you want to hold this in place for about 15 seconds.
Oh, really?
Which doesn't sound very long, but it's actually a long time.
1 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1. No.
It's okay. I think we can all count to 15. And I'm not sure that my IM was quite hard enough. So make sure that you have a press cloth that you are pressing on top. You do not want to put your iron directly onto
And
your glitter.
No steam, right?
No steam.
And look at our wool mat. That's bonus too. Is it good? Is it?
I think so. So it should be just like this.
Isn't that awesome?
Isn't that great?
That's a fun
And you can
idea,
just
actually.
create
I think that's
a new
neat.
fabric piece there.
Yeah.
So I do want to talk to you about how I have prepped my background fabric. Kimberbell
Is the kits the background fabric prepped? No. Okay.
No. Kimberbell recommends that you use the Shape Flex SF101 and you fuse it to the wrong side. You can use that, or you can use Terrio Magic, and I have prepared this fabric. I'll show you those two products here in just a moment. But what I have done on mine is I sprayed it with the Terrio Magic, and then I fused on the Ultra Soft, which is the Baby Lock Ultra Soft Fusible. I like the way it gives it more of a quilted padded look. So that is how I have prepared my background fabric. And we are going to go ahead and we're going to hoop up a cutaway stabilizer. I am using a no-show mesh. We've already got the design brought up into the sewing machine. We're going to attach the hoop.
And we'll go on a field trip here in a little bit, ladies and gentlemen, to show you the glitter dots fabric and stuff like that. We can show some of those to you. Is it $9.99?
I think the glitter one is $11.99.
$11.99 for the...
Michelle, could you go get the other colors of glitter dot and bring it over here? So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to fold a crease into the center of my piece of fabric.
And you said this is SF101 that you've done?
No, I did not. I used Terrio Magic and Baby Lock Ultra Soft.
Oh, okay. See, I'm paying attention, ladies.
So now I have a nice crease mark where the center of my needle is going to get lined up. And we are going to go ahead and start to embroider.
Oops.
I am going to actually use the baste function. Can you just put it on the table up there? Thank you. I am going to use the baste function because I want my machine to hold my fabric down to my stabilizer. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to go into layout. And we have an option right here. It looks like a flower with a square around it. If I add this onto my design, it will put a square stitch all the way around. So the very first thing it will do is a rectangle to hold my fabric down to my stabilizer. That's personally how I like to do most of my designs. I do not hoop a whole lot.
Good call. Basting is good. It's easy. Except Kate always makes me nervous. I think she's going to sew her finger to the...
Never done it.
can't believe that.
Yet.
Yet is right.
I
It'll
remember
happen
the
on
time-
live. Just hang around, ladies. It'll definitely happen on
Don't
live.
wish that on me. So the first thing we're going to do is it's going to give us a placement stitch of where we need to lay our glitter fabric. Now remember, the glitter fabric has been prepared with the orange fabric behind it. So I have it already here.
So this is obviously the square pillow, right?
This is not the square, this is the rectangle.
Obviously the rectangle pattern,
Oh my gosh.
right? And yes, the base function is on the meridian, Roseanne.
So you don't have to do this. I'm doing this so I can show it to you, ladies. So can you see the outline there of where the hat is? So I'm going to lay this down and make sure that everything is completely covered.
And the black especially.
And then you are going to want to use a little bit of your Kimberbell tape.
Yeah, Kate doesn't hoop anything. I mean, she uses the basting function a lot. Lot. That and sticky. You use sticky a lot?
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me.
Now the machine is going to tack down my fabric.
Do we have a lot of the orange with swirls fabric?
Yes, we do.
Yes, Charlene, that is one of our normal staples. So we do have,
It is a Kimberbell Basic.
it's a Kimberbell Basic.
So once we get going here, ladies, I'm going to tell you about a brand new product that Kimberbell have just sent out an email to us on.
And Patty, she's been trying to get rid of me for years and it hasn't worked yet, so.
Not yet. Haven't given up yet, though. So by fusing those two together, it creates one fabric for us, which is going to make it easier for us to do the trimming. So the next thing we're going to do is remove our hoop. You're going to use your favorite applique scissors, which you all know what that is for us. So I'm using the Quilter Select Wave applique scissors.
And Katie, we'll go over the kits and stuff here in just a second. As soon as this starts sewing, we'll show you what we're doing and stuff. It's hard to read these and follow along with what you're doing, you know.
Is it hard work for you, Patrick?
It is hard work.
It's hard to see my stitching. My stitching's on black, and it is black.
So they're already blaming me when you put a needle through your finger.
They should. You're cursing me.
Ouch.
I have a little bit of space here where my tape is showing. So I'm just going to go ahead and try and pull that out so it doesn't stay in my final design.
Good job.
We're going to go ahead and put the machine back on. The next thing it's going to do is a placement for the hat trim.
Ah.
And that is a little piece of purple fabric.
Can't even see it. That's tricky, huh? You just guess?
Yeah. And we're going to go ahead and lay our purple fabric down and stitch our tack down.
Good job.
Thanks for the praise.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to go ahead and trim the purple fabric away.
Oh, yuck. Jane said that she had a friend who had surgery because 2 pieces of needle got stuck in her finger. Bleh. I just love the story you ladies share during these lives. Can you use the technique if not hooping for bags that are too thick?
Absolutely.
Yeah, it would be the exact way to do this, actually. If you wanted to do this on bags, again, you're not going to hoop the bag. You're going to actually use your basting function or a sticky stabilizer there.
So we're going to go ahead and we're going to start the machine on the next color, which is actually going to be the satin stitch around the outside of the hat. So while that is stitching, let's go back up to the table there, Patrick, and
All right.
go over that a little bit. So here is the design pack. So this is a CD that comes directly from Kimberbell. And like we were just talking, this will cover you for September, October, November, and December. And there is 2 projects for each month. So you get a total of 8 designs that are all suitable to work with the 5x7. And they are $39.99.
Isn't this a me pattern too?
No.
Oh, it isn't. Okay, never mind. Okay.
And we do have some more of these sewn out, and we're going to take you on a little field trip here in just a second to show you some of the extra ones that we have sewn out. So the polka dot glitter comes in 5 different colors. So it comes in black, the white. This white one was really popular around Easter
really
time
cool, yeah.
with the Easter designs. And then we have red,
Christmas.
pink,
Christmas.
and green.
Christmas.
Okay.
The pink would be Valentine's Day. Sorry, ladies. Got confused.
And this would be,
Christmas?
I'm giving you a hint.
Oh, yeah, that's perfect for St. Patrick's Day. Good idea.
Thank you.
St. Patrick's Day.
That's right.
Okay, so those are the colors that the polka dot glitter comes in. So there's not as many to choose from. So there's only 5 colors, and they are $11.99.
And yeah, Jerry, we are going to be doing some of these bench pillows. Is that right?
We are going to do them
On lives.
through the rest of the year.
Okay,
so
good.
If you're buying this one today, know that we will be doing the November bench pillows and the December ones on a live.
Yay.
And we will have kits to go with each of them. I do want to go ahead. We've obviously gone through the kit for the rectangle one. I do want to go ahead and go through the kit for the square. For the square. For the square kit, so you can see what's in this one.
Beth, you and fingers don't go well lately, do you? She said she sewed through her on her 10 needle. Beth Schneidmiller.
Recently?
I hope not recently. I hope it wasn't the same finger.
Okay, so you have a basically an 11 by 11. I think it's 10.5. Yeah, 10.5 by 10.5 background fabric. Then you have 2 pieces that are for your backing of the pillow. So there's 2 pieces there that are your backing. And then you have 2 pieces of glitter. Can you get the sample for me, please? It's to the right of the machine. Oh, it's not. You have 2 pieces of glitter. 1 piece of glitter is for the bottom of the cauldron, and then the other piece of glitter is for the top of the cauldron.
And Robin, volume 6, in fact, all the new IQs, we're waiting on those. They were supposed to be middle of October, weren't they? Mm-hmm. Have you heard any more?
No, I have not.
Yeah, so hopefully we'll have them fairly soon.
And then you have your striped fabric for the legs. The one thing I will tell you when you're working with this striped fabric, make sure that your stripe is going horizontally, because it doesn't really have the same effect if it's going vertical.
They're ugly enough horizontally, her socks.
Okay, then we have the same thing that we just did. We have the orange fabric with the glitter, the black glitter. So you'll just cut this piece of orange fabric in half, and you'll have 2 pieces for each of the shoes on the pillow. Then you have all of your pieces that are all pre-cut and ready to go for your pieced border that goes around the outside edge. So these pieces here
Oh yeah,
create
look at that.
the flange
Is
border.
that all done in the hoop?
No, the
Oh, it
flange
isn't?
border
Oh,
is
okay.
done separately.
I see. Okay.
And then we have
Are
the
you
piece...
doing this all in the hoop, or do you have sewing
No,
to do
it's
on
sewing
this?
to do too.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
The dreaded S word.
No, it's fun.
That's
And
right.
then you have the glitter organza for the little ruffle skirt piece. Then you
Poor
have
Witchy.
the mylar.
Oh yeah, look at that.
So you have basically a 7 by 7 inch piece of mylar. So if you're wondering where the mylar goes, the mylar is actually in
Oh yeah,
here.
the cauldron there.
In the cauldron. And then it's also on the little bubbles that are coming out on the outside.
Is that what those are?
Mm-hmm.
Good.
And then you need green buttons.
All over the place.
Yep. So the green buttons are also... So the kit for the square pillow is 100% complete. The kit for the rectangle pillow, if you want to add the tassel trim, you do need to buy the tassel trim
I get it. Okay.
separately. And I'm going to leave that there. Do you want to go for a wander and take a look
Yeah,
at some
that's
of the
right.
designs?
We're gonna field trip, ladies. Get ready. Never mind. Our needle broke. Look at what we did here. So the foot came loose on our machine, which is never, ever, ever good. So when you're putting your feet on, highly, highly recommend using a screwdriver. And a new needle. Field trips postponed for about 2 minutes. Do you want a screwdriver? Because that will solve that problem.
Maybe.
Use the end of the J foot. It's my secret. The end of the J foot, not that one. There you go. See, ladies, watch. Your J foot makes a perfect screwdriver. And believe me, you can only get this kind of knowledge in a class like this.
Okay, so I think we have a learning opportunity. A learning opportunity
That's right,
to show
a good point.
everybody how to back up in a design. So if your thread breaks and you need to back up in your design, you have a little button right here that is a needle with a minus and a plus sign. And then you have an option of doing a whole color, 1 stitch, 10 stitches, 100 stitches, or 1,000 stitches.
And yes, a quarter is a great idea too, Barb.
We're just going to back it up a few here, and we're going to rethread our needle that didn't thread. We'll try that again.
It is it happens a lot with embroidery machines, ladies, because you get the vibration of the needle moving up and down, and it'll vibrate that screw loose. So again, even from the Dream Machine to the Destiny to the Elissimo, I would recommend tightening that screw down pretty tight when you put that foot on there. And there's not a great solution, Donna, except again use a screwdriver. That's the only thing I can really suggest to you.
Okay.
All right,
Yeah,
now time for our field trip.
Actually, we're going to wait a couple of minutes to do the field trip, but
Oh,
I am going
okay.
to show them a couple of other things up here. So the Terrio Magic was the spray that I was talking about. So the Terrio Magic is basically a starch, but it's much stronger than a regular starch. And it comes in a bottle with a spray. I personally do not like this sprayer. This sprayer comes out kind of clumpy. I really like the Mister bottles, so I
Yeah, we've talked about
actually-
these before.
Yeah, we have. I actually transferred the Terrio Magic into the Mister because the Mister will come out and be a much softer.
Do that again. Do that again.
Can they see that?
Not in my face.
It smells so good. Can you smell that? And I love the smell of Terrio Magic too.
I can smell that through my mask.
Oh, yum. That is good.
Yeah. So
You could use it as an air freshener.
Your carpet might get really rough. And then the Baby Lock product that I like to use that has that quilted effect to it, it's a really, really thin, ultra soft fusible batting that has an embedded layer of stabilizer to it. So I really like that. Okay, let's go change our colors and then we can go show them the other designs.
That Mr. bottle, I think, is $12.95, isn't it?
Correct.
Yes, it's $12.95 for the Mr. bottle.
So we're going to go ahead and we're going to put on our purple thread. This is going to do the band that goes around the hat band there.
I'm sorry, I was showing that today.
Try it on Christine's desk. So how many of you want to see the new Kimberbell design pack that is being released?
Oh, yeah, that's right. That just came out today.
I'm going to show you...
We get a sneak peek.
Let me see if... I don't know how well it's going to show up from my phone onto there. Let me see
What?
if I can print it. Hang on just a moment.
Hold, please. We'll just watch it sew for a little bit, ladies. Just to make sure she's got that foot tight enough. She's going to look for the new design pack, by the way. They actually just emailed that to us this morning, which we're pretty excited about. They're very excited, Kate. We have an external somewhere around here. You want to take over here? What?
I'll hold while you go look for it.
Okay.
I can do it if you...
I need a paint on.
How are we doing over here? Looking good.
They all want to see the new design pack.
I'm printing it right now. I
All
just
right.
sent it to print from my phone. So it'll be just a moment for that to print up and then we will show it to you. Of course, it's a new fun design pack that is actually going to be using the new felt.
Felt.
And it's not Christmas stockings.
Next color, please.
Actually, we're going to keep the purple on. It just does
Oh.
a little squirrely. It's actually going to go in and just do this down underneath the lettering. Then we're going to put black on, and that's going to take a few minutes to embroider. So that is when we are going to go show you some of the other samples that you can do with this.
It's Kimberbell's attention to details just are incredible, isn't
Yes, it is. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to put black on.
Hi, Charlene. Yes, I'm here. Hi, Karen. Hi, Patty. Hi, Lynn.
Are they all
Sorry.
ready to see this?
I'm going to be saying hi to everybody for a long
Are
time.
they all ready
here.
to see this?
Yes, they are.
Okay. It is called Heartfelt Friends.
So cute.
And it is little felt fuzzy animal friends. So this is going to be released here in a couple of weeks. So if you're interested, please put your name down and we'll get you on the pre-order list. It's also using you don't have to put a hanger in it, but if you wanted to hang it as an ornament or like a package tie or something like that, it's actually using the crochet trim too.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, the red crochet trim.
I see that.
And the gingerbread felt.
Yes.
So this is $22.95.
That's a great price.
It is a great price.
So you should probably order your gingerbread felt
At the same time.
at the same time.
Because we're probably going to run out of it and have to
Absolutely.
get more ordered. So let us know if you're interested in the new one. It's called Heartfelt Friends. And also let us know if you want either the felt and or the red crochet trim. And we are going to go ahead and show you some of the other pillows that the current project that we're doing today, that you're able to work with those.
Yay. Hi, everybody.
Okay, so we're going to leave this to embroider. They look like animal crackers.
Yeah, they do.
Yes, I have seen that you can make like a baby mobile with them. They've shown them attached to like gift packages on a Christmas tree. So lots of options for that. Okay, so I'm going to show you the other pillows that are in this collection. They are really cute. So the September one is this one. It's called Hello Fall, and it has a lot of glitter and organza in it. It has the acorns. It's a really, really pretty pillow.
Actually, the purple leaves are the organza, and they're really 3D also.
They are.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then the other one for September, this was the square one for September. Leaves are falling, autumn is calling. And this is all pieced in the hoop. So if you haven't done piecing in the hoop with Kimberbell, this is a great way to learn to do that. So this is September's. October is the one that we are doing right today. So the two kits that we're showing you today. And then November, this is one of the November ones. It's like an overflowing pumpkin with flowers coming out of it.
Those are the fall pole flowers. So pretty.
And Christine actually just put those into our glass cabinet last night.
Oh, here it is. Oh, sorry.
And then the other November one, Elaine just found, is this one. And it's very simple. The embroidery on it is very basic. So it just says give thanks, and it's got a really pretty leaf design on it. But then you make this 3D pumpkin mylar, and you also make those that Elaine's got her fingers behind there. So those are made on water-soluble stabilizer, made to look like almost like a lacy type design. And then it's got the what's this stuff called?
This is
burlap.
Burlap?
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's got the burlap on there. So I'm being asked, are we going to go back to September? Absolutely. If there's a request for it, we will go back, being we are having a late summer here, and you still want to do the fall ones, we're happy to do the September ones. So yes, if you ladies would like to see us do the September ones, please let us know, and we will definitely do that. So we've done September, October, November. December, we have a missing pillow in December. It is missing in action, but I have one of them here to show to you. So I have the rectangle December, and this actually really does have a branch in it. Can you see that? So you actually have to like go out and get a twig, and you literally sew a twig into the project. So, okay, we're getting enough requests that September, we will definitely do the September ones. The other December one, which I'm going to have to just show you on the package, because it really is missing in action and we were not able to find it. So let's go ahead and go on back so I can show that to you. So the December square pillow is this one right here. And this piecing, that background piecing, is not done in the hoop. So it is a sewing project. The green ribbon is stitched down, and the embroidery for the December square one is actually the 3D tag. So this little tag right here is a 3D tag that gets attached to it. So the December square one does have a lot more sewing involved and a little embroidery, as opposed to the other ones, which are primarily embroidery with a little bit of sewing. So let us know if we did not answer any of your questions there. Now the nice thing on the little pillows is you really only need one rectangle and one square, because as the months go on, you are able to just trade those out and put the different covers on there. So you don't obviously need a pillow form for every one of the pillows that you've done.
But you could have one. Oops.
Oh, absolutely, if you wanted to. So the new Kimberbell felt, oh, I see. Okay, I think Cindy answered that one. There is a Christmas elf sleeping on the missing December pillow. Maybe. Maybe. I'm not sure where he's at. Okay, so let's see where we're at with our embroidery. So we're on the last letter of the word welcome. And the nice thing about this lettering is that it does have that nice chunky satin stitching, but it's actually going to come in, it's a 2-color lettering, so it's actually going to come in with a contrast color, and it's actually going to stitch a decorative stitch on top of this. So all of the Kimberbell pillows are the same, correct, Lorraine? It's either a rectangle or a square, and they're all the same size. So if you did the pillow in Winter Wonderland, it would be the same size pillow that you would use for these two. So today's project will be, we will be converting the machine over to do regular sewing once this is done. And whilst this is doing the embroidery, there is a little, and I say little, I mean a tiny amount of hand sewing. So I'm actually going to try and get my hand sewing done here while this is still embroidering. That's fine. So in your kits, you got a small piece of glitter organza, and we're going to go ahead and use some purple thread. And what we are going to do is
We do have all the supplies for these projects. And I'll go over the kit prices in just a moment again.
so what we're going to do is we are going to run a basting stitch 1/4 of an inch from one long edge. And this is the only hand sewing that you have to do on this project.
The glitter organza is sold in a package of 3. It has the purple, red, and black?
Silver.
I will get the price on that in just a moment for you.
And the organza is a really pretty organza. It's called glitter organza because it actually has glitter polka dots on it.
Yeah, can you grab that for me, Michelle? It's right there. The kit is,
Okay, so I am
yeah.
going to just pull up my gathering stitches right here, and we're going to pull it all up together until it basically forms a little circle, and then we're just going to tack the 2 edges together.
That's very cool.
I wonder what Christine would have done with this one.
Oh.
Oh no! I
Uh-oh.
just created a knot. She would have found a way to, what did I do?
Uh-oh. You'll figure it out. You always do.
She would have figured out a way to hot glue this together, I'm
She
sure.
probably would have. Yep, that's what everybody's saying. Glue.
We are going to use glue here in a minute. So I'm just going to do a couple of stitches to kind of hold this together in the center.
Okay.
So what we've basically just done is created the little 3D embellishment that goes on the hat right here. And this will get super glued to the pillow top, and then the button will get super glued on top of that.
Yes, it was just a run basting stitch and then pulled tight.
About 1/4 of an inch from one long edge. And
It's very cute. Looks like we're almost done. Let me run over here and show you the kits again. So the square October kit is $10.99. And the rectangle one is also $10.99. And let's see, the pom-poms come like this. So you get a lot of extra trim in there. There's more than just the pom-poms. And these are $7.99. And then someone was asking about the mystery number 9, whoops, which just fell on the floor. And so this is mystery number 9 that we're going to start later this week. Okay, we're almost there. I'm going to go get the price on that organza.
okay. Patrick deserted us, ladies. Did you see that? Mystery number 9 is $34.99. and it includes everything except your batting. So it includes your backing and your binding and your applique shapes.
Here's the glitter dot organza.
So you've got the silver, the red, which is used a lot in the Ginger's Kitchen project, and then the purple.
And they wanted to know the price on it too.
Oh, you might need to scan it.
Okay.
I think it's $16.99. So yes, we are coming to you from the Fulton store today. Monday lives are pretty much from our Littleton store now, because those are with Amanda and Cindy. But the rest of the week traditionally is going to be up at the Fulton store with us up here.
It is $16.99
So
for the organza.
So $16.99 is for the glitter organza, and then the Baby Lock Ultra Soft Fusible batting that we were talking about is a 20-inch wide roll by 5 yards. Hi, husband. My husband just popped on. I think he should be working, but that's okay. So now we're going to get ready to change. We're going to go ahead and put orange in. It really is whatever color you want as the overlay stitch on top of this black thread. So I am going to do orange. I think it brings out the orange that is underneath the glitter dot fabric.
Rich says hi. Hi, Rich.
And we're just going to go ahead and do this. This part is really pretty quick. And it does like a triple stitch on top of the black satin stitching.
What color is the bobbin you're using today?
I'm using black.
She is using black bobbin.
Primarily because all of my stitching on the top is black.
Rich, some of our customers want to know what you are cooking tonight.
We're having hamburgers tonight.
Oh, yum.
We shouldn't get onto the food story because apparently these ladies love to talk about food on here.
Okay. It's at 4 now.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
Thanks for the update.
The CD is $39.99.
Correct. I really like the way this looks.
It actually really looks like the orange is underneath when you first look at it. So it's a very cool touch.
It's almost like an embossed lettering on it. We've talked about how you can use this in IQ Designer too, when you are doing like a satin stitch around a shape.
Yes.
And then you can bring in a second applique stitch on top. So I know that we've done a couple of lives where we've actually done a 2-layer applique, which is basically what this is. It's a 2-layer lettering, but the same type of thing.
Somebody's having bison burgers for dinner. Yum, Renee, lucky you.
Okay, let's go ahead and we're going to take this over to the cutting table. I do want to go over the cutting with you all because the cutting is a little bit different. And I did bring my directions over here because I want to make sure that I get this correct for you. So we are going to be using the orange pop rulers, and we're also going to be using the rotating mat. Mine is laying pretty flat, but if you feel the need to press it before you trim it, then go ahead and do that at this point. I'm going to take you straight through to the cutting directions. So for the cutting directions for this, we are actually going to be sandwiching two of the rulers together. So the cutting on this one is just a little bit different, but they are still teaching us to use their orange pop rulers. So what we're going to do is we are going to sandwich these two rulers together, and we are going to make sure that we have things centered in here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to remove the inside rectangle. We're removing the inside rectangle. Let me come from this way. And we are going to cut both long edges.
So we're just cutting the long edges right now.
The long edges.
Yes. She's gonna spin it and cut the other side.
Then we are going to, I just did that wrong.
Uh-oh.
I just did that wrong, ladies.
Whoops.
We're going to leave both of those in place and do the long edge.
Okay. Well, at least she cut it bigger than smaller the first time around. And Beth wants you to be careful with your rotary cutter.
Yeah, I will. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to remove these.
Whoops. And put the big one on.
The big one on. Hang on.
Hold, please.
I was right the first time.
Whoops. Now we have it too small.
Yes.
Well,
okay, so then what it wants you to do is to use the outside measurement on the short edges and do that. I have completely just messed up the project.
well, we'll make this into a different
There you
type
go.
of pillow. It can be maybe a little wall hanging.
Do you want me to teach you?
Then what you should do is you should extend
What a
these cuts
comedian.
out. Can you see how these cuts would not be complete? Okay, so what you would then do is extend these cuts out to the edge on all four pieces.
Okay.
So this is what it should look like.
So what if we did a little trim piece sewn on top of this to make it look decorative? Something to think about anyway.
Can you see if there's any of the Kimberbell black ribbon over there, please?
Like some of the,
Black ribbon.
or like the, what's called that zigzag stuff called?
The crochet?
No. She says, yeah, look at that. Isn't that great? See? We all can help. We can.
I'm going to just do this. Oh, the rickrack.
The rickrack. That's what I was thinking of. I just couldn't think of the name of it.
Okay, ladies, I need your advice.
Black ribbon.
Black ribbon or black rickrack.
Rick-rack, 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 rick-rack.
Rickrack,
Do a railroad stitch, somebody said.
just to hold it together.
Can you do a spider decor stitch on the cut edge? I don't know what that is. Do you know what that is?
Oh, she's probably just saying like a decorative stitch
Uh-huh,
down there. I probably could. Okay, so we're
Yeah.
going to leave that for just a minute. So the next thing we actually have to do is to trim off, even though it has you do those measurements, it then has you trim off an additional 1/4 of an inch on all 4 sides. Now, let's talk about your chances of making a mistake doing this, because obviously it's pretty high. Because you're using 2 different rulers and neither of them are the finished size. So your finished size should actually be 6 by 10 inches. So if you are used to cutting and you can just do a regular trim on this, then you can, as long as you get to a 6 by 10, which is what you are aiming to do right here. Let's see, 6 by 10. So I'm exactly at the final size that I need to be, with the exception of I have a couple of really nice big slits in my project. I was right the first time. I should have just not questioned myself.
Absolutely.
So-
Rich says duct tape.
Duct tape. Only a guy would say that. So what do you think, Elaine? Trim or a stitch?
There's a lot of choices for the rick-rack. There have been some for just doing a stitch, maybe using a little sticky on the back and then using a stitch.
How about
Steam a
turning it
seam.
into a pocket?
You
We've been told you're not helping.
Okay, I think I'm going to do the rickrack.
It's cute. I think it looks like it's
Yeah.
purposely supposed to be
Okay,
there.
let's go fix my error.
Okay.
Let's go.
No one's going to tell anybody. None of these people are going to say.
And Patrick had me tighten this foot down so much that I don't have the strength to undo it.
Well, probably if you had a real screwdriver, it would help too. Did you get it?
Michelle, can you ask Patrick to get me a screwdriver or a quarter? Because I'm going to be sewing the black rickrack, I am going to go ahead and just put black back in the top of my machine. And I'm going to convert my machine over to regular sewing.
Bridget says you're going to make the pillow look better than Kimberbell ever did. And everyone else is saying it's our secret.
I think
Our
this
lips
is
are
2
sealed.
projects in a row that I have messed up on live.
Out of thousands,
Yeah.
I think you're okay.
You ladies are just ready for me to start teaching again, right?
I think we should take a poll to see whether they want you to do the next mystery.
Ooh.
So let's take a
Remember the
poll.
last time I did a mystery?
You can
Let's
do
take
it.
a poll
Teasing.
and see if you want Patrick to do the next mystery.
No comments quite yet.
It's just silent.
They're in shock.
So I am going to just do a straight stitch right down the center of my rickrack. Actually, I'm going to do a little zigzag.
Little zigzag.
Yeah, because I need that to hold
The fabric together,
Yeah.
right. They're all saying that your mistakes make them feel better, that everyone is human.
I'll just keep making them every time I get on here.
There's no mistakes. We're only being creative.
Embellishment opportunity.
There you go. Michelle just said it's an embellishment opportunity.
Absolutely, it is. And Patrick is getting some votes for mystery number 9.
You sound surprised, Elaine.
Everybody's liking this. They're saying it's really a great opportunity for...
So, ladies, did you hear that Kimberbell sell rick-rack trim also? So, Kimberbell sell a rick-rack, and it looks something like this, and it has 3 different sizes, and it comes in white and black.
And red.
And red.
I think it has. I think we have red too.
Okay, and I just noticed that I still didn't quite catch that there, so
That's
I'm going to
okay.
go over
We can go
that.
fix that again. This is one time maybe where she should have slowed down just a tad.
Never.
Never.
Okay.
Look at that.
So I
Isn't
fixed
that
it.
great? See?
Yep. Okay, so the next thing you're going to do is get your embellishment set. Your second set of embellishments.
Yep.
Put in.
It's 3:15.
Okay. So it looks like I'm going way over today, ladies. So we'll try and get this finished, but we may just talk through the rest. Okay, so what you're going to do is you are going to pin your tassel trim, and you want the tassels to the inside. So you're going to pin your tassel trim all the way around.
This is where I might use my favorite fusible tape.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
The Stitch Perfection
Stitch
tape.
Perfection tape. Absolutely.
So you're going to pin this all the way around, and then you are going to baste this 1/8 of an inch from the edge. And you're going to take it all the way around, and then so your 2 raw edges will be out into the seam. So it'll be outside. So that's the first thing you're going to do, is to baste that all the way around.
We have about 10% power left here.
Then what you are going to do, you have 2 back pieces that have had a double fold pressed into them. You're going to stitch this down on the double fold. I would make sure you put your gray thread in at this point, and you're going to put right sides together, and then this little piece up here is going to go right sides together so that you have an envelope back. You are going to stitch around all 4 edges. You are going to trim your corners. You're going to turn right side out. And then you are going to hot glue your little hat embellishment and your button on the top.
Perfect.
Isn't it adorable?
It's so cute.
And I actually think the rickrack doesn't look bad on there.
No, not at all.
Perfect.
It's a great
Just like you meant
solution.
to. In fact, you created a new project.
Absolutely.
Okay, so can
Fabulous.
Can we show them the finished project?
Yes, we
So
can.
here's the finished project, what it should look like.
Uh-oh.
Mine is going to have...
Sorry.
You can't do that.
Okay. Didn't know.
Mine is going to have an extra row of rickrack across the top and the bottom.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
I hope you all enjoyed. We will be back tomorrow. Christine has a fun project for us tomorrow, and we're also going to be starting mystery number 9 tomorrow.
Great.
So thanks for joining us. Sorry I went a little bit over, but I think you all understand.
You're getting so much love. They do. They love you.
Well, thank you very much, and we'll see you all tomorrow.
Okay. Bye,
Bye.
everybody.